For My Good, Bigger Than Me would not sound like it sounds today if he hadn't touched it.
Sure.
And then For My Good would not sound like it sounds today if he didn't touch it. So, and then that's what we were making the album. We got towards the end, I was like, it's missing what he does. Like, it's missing that.
People are trying to create moments for social media and they forget about the art. And I feel like we're starting to turn a corner there maybe.
I got an email about starting the OnlyFans 6 months ago.
What?
Huh?
You playing right?
There's the clip.
He got it.
We got another one.
Yeah.
This is James Rosseau, a.k.a. Trig, and let me welcome you to the Corling Solutions Show. I think I have a good question to start with coming off this Vigilante project.
All right.
What in your mind, particularly in today's, to me, sometimes hyper, create songs quickly environment, what truly makes a great collaboration when you think about, you know, what it means to your body of work, what it means to your catalog, what it means to your longevity? What makes a great collaboration?
I would say first is chemistry. Y'all have chemistry.
That's what I was going to say.
You know what I'm saying?
Can't feel forced.
Yeah, like, I mean, yeah. What kind of relationship is there before y'all even get to the art? You know?
Does that mean you hope they grow organically as opposed to somebody pin plotting, I'm doing my album, I want to have this person, that person, this person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say one thing that we learned along the way is in order to make something truly cohesive, that even beyond the chemistry of, man, do we sound good on a record? Is like, do we know how we want to market this? There has to be chemistry across all aspects, I think, in order to make something truly collaborative.
Right.
That's like, okay, you know, because I make a lot of content.
Right.
He's not a big content creator. You know what I mean? I do a lot more, like, I'll do like talking, like I'll get on there and just pick my phone up and talk to people. Most of his posts are going to be more like performance based. So then also trying to find out how can we use our giftings? Because I think early on in the conversation, I was trying to make him be like me.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And he's like, bro, I don't even know how to do these kind of, you know what I'm saying?
He know how to tape himself for eating a cheese stick, though. He's learning that.
Yeah.
Man, look.
But, and I think that is the byproduct of great collaboration.
Spending time with you, get more comfortable.
Is that we both learn from each other. So I actually learned a lot from him on the performance content side, you know, and he learned a lot from me as far as like telling the story and narrative.
Right.
So I think if it'll be a wasted opportunity if you work on something together for 6 years and don't learn something from each other. I think that would be a wasted opportunity.
Yeah, you got to be open. Especially as ideas develop. You got to be open. There's things he sees that I don't see, and there's some things that I see that he might not see. It's being able to trust the people that you're working with. It's like, I know he's dope. I don't have to question his craft. You know what I'm saying? He does the best work when he feels like he has somebody open with him in the studio.
Right.
You know, that's not going to criticize every little small whatever. It's like, let him cook. It's like, all right, I'm going to let him cook. I don't know where we're going. Like, we got plenty of songs on there. I'm like, I see a producer. I'm like, I don't know where his head at, bro. It's like Dr. Frankenstein in the studio putting piece to. I'm just like, all right, you know what? Let him do his thing. Let him do his thing. And when it's my turn, I'm going to do my thing.
Yeah.
And then a thing that I have to be careful of that I had to learn is I can tend to dominate a room as far as like sonically want everything my way because I'm very decisive in how I do stuff.
Yeah.
So what I had to also learn was to like be more inclusive and more open. So there was areas of songs that I was like, I could finish this, but if I finish it, it's gonna sound like me, and that's not truly collaborative. So, For My Good, Bigger Than Me would not sound like it sounds today if he hadn't touched it.
Gotcha.
And then For My Good would not sound like it sounds today if he didn't touch it. So it was like, okay, and then that's what we were making the album. We got towards the end. I was like, it's missing what he does. Like it's missing that the record is. So yeah, it was fun.
What about, but you guys invited a lot of other people into the project.
Right.
So Breno, Ecleso, OB, other producers. Like you could have produced the whole thing if you wanted to, but you decided to bring other people in.
The first two versions, I did produce most of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
First two versions, I produced most of it, but I didn't like it didn't feel different. It didn't feel unique. Like
Right.
it didn't feel any different than Nobody's Perfect. It felt like it was just, nah.
And you was already in a heavy producing like space
True.
season for a while because he was produced Prop's album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
didn't realize that. Okay.
Yeah, he produced and mixed master Prop's album. He had did his projects.
Yeah.
He had produced some of the stuff that I put out.
The highlight tapes, volume 1 and 2.
Got it. That's
I
right.
did
Whole team
How about
winning.
whole team
Yeah.
winning.
Yeah.
I think
Going up.
I think he got to a point where he's just like, all right, I can't. You hit a plateau, or you just kind of get burnt out a little bit.
Mhm.
Well, for me, it was more I found myself drawing from the same well.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm like, this has to feel different than a sync project.
Yeah.
If it just feels like a Derek sync project,
Gotcha.
then that's that. So once I let it go in that way, and been like, you know what, it's okay if none of my tracks make it.
Yeah.
Because what's best for the art is better. Then what wound up happening is now this new wave of music I'm making, I'm on a whole different, wavelength now.
Gotcha.
Because I let go.
And I was just starting to come back to producing. I hadn't produced in a while. So I wasn't throwing up tracks to begin with. I was like, oh, no, Derek got it. But then after a while, they're like, dog, bro, like, Doc would always tell me, he's like, man, I like your production. Why don't you never go back to your production? I was just like, I'm in the season. I'm letting other people do it and see how I side with that. But then after a while, you forget what you got and you forget what you bring to the table. So he sent me some stuff and I was just like, all right, let me see. I heard some things in mine and I was like, all right, I said this and Derek was like, this is it. This is it. And I was like, okay, guess I got my bag in my bag, But, it was in different seasons though, but we were open to each season. Yeah.
What's the view like from the label and purely when these collaborations are starting to, bubble up, everyone's having fun, high-fiving, eating cheesesteaks and everything. What do you think?
I think patience, man, just giving the record time.
Yeah.
There was a time where I used to be a lot more like, oh, we got to get this done, and now it's more about like just the artists got to feel like they're ready. And they're almost never ready, like really ready, because the record, I know I've talked to Derek about this numerous times, but the artist always wants to go back, you know what I mean? Like, so they have to get to a place where they feel like, okay, we're ready to go, you know what I mean? And then you want to put together a really dope plan and build out something that's going to really connect with people. I think one thing that I see happening a lot in music that I feel is unfortunate is really good projects come out and get pushed right past. They'll drop something, and there's really no real marketing or connection. They move on to the next thing, and I think social media has been the impact there. Like people are trying to create moments for social media, you know what I mean, and they forget about the art.
Yeah,
and I feel like we're starting to turn a corner there, maybe where there's becoming a difference between a content person that likes making music and an actual artist that really wants to make music to connect in a different way. Not to say the other person isn't, but the artist wants you to hear all the songs, and they really want to visualize that for you, where the other person's like dropping the whole project.
Right.
Here's this post about it, you know what I mean? And so then they post all the things around it that are like impact moments for them. But I feel like this album, I'm really proud of it, man. That it's everything about it is great. Sounds good. You could listen to it all the way through, really, and enjoy it. And we just started really, putting out the record now. There's still songs in there that I feel could be standalone singles, kind of. You know what I mean? Like I'm hoping we do enough for the record, to be honest. Like, and that's what you want the label to feel. You want the label to believe in it and be like, I hope we can do enough.
Yeah,
versus I don't know, put it out there and see what happens. But if you're gonna treat your album like that, then you can't expect anybody else to treat it any better.
Yep. Exactly.
So that's kind of what I feel. If you love your project and you believe in it and you treat it like that, then other people will treat it that way.
Absolutely.
And Doc's really good about being on the artist side and the executive side. Doc is really good about giving you confidence. And I think that's a lost art today as far as like with labels. Like labels are a lot of times so stressed out about getting the next hit that they're not focusing on like making sure the artist is confident in the product that they even made. sometimes when you make art, you don't even realize if you're like, I don't know if this is good or not.
Right.
I've been working on this. You know, you've been wearing the same sweatpants for 4 months in a
Right.
row, working on it.
We gotta bronze those.
Working on a project. You know what I'm saying? You got pizza stains on your shirt.
Right.
You like, man, I don't know if this project is good.
Right.
So it's like having somebody that understands the mental health part of it. That's like, now let me give this person confidence that it's good enough that you can let it go.
Right.
You can give it to me.
Yeah.
And it's going to turn into something that was worth your time.
That's good.
You know?
That's good.
So,
Yeah, appreciate that, man. That is important. I think that for sure, because I think what happens with us is we feel the artist is already like confident enough. You know, you're just like getting into work mode,
Right.
and then because you get into like a system or a mode, you forget that like this is like a give and take experience.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, where the
That
I
makes
also
sense.
want to feel like what I'm doing is helpful. You know, like,
Absolutely.
But because music is like this all the time, I think everyone gets caught up in the next thing. All right, this is out. Next thing. This is out.
Yeah.
Next thing. You know, you get the emails where I got to send you stuff like, hey, this is the next song. We're working on this. And, you know, so it's easy to get caught up in the what's next mentality.
Absolutely.
You know?
No, it makes a lot of sense because I think a lot of times when you meet artists, well, one, you know, we all have that external shell of, you know, bravado, being in performance mode. It comes across as super confident, right? But I don't think people realize, like, when you're finishing a creative work or whatnot, I think the word I would use is just tender.
yeah.
You're a little tender right now. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm still, you know, sewing up after exposing everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. What collabs have you had to say no to? You don't have to mention your names. But when I say that, like you think about the last 12, 24 months, and what collabs you've had to say no to, and like what have you even learned from that? Like have you established some things that just look like deal breakers from the onset? Some things you had to say no to.
I got an email about starting the OnlyFans 6 months ago.
What?
You playing right?
There's the clip.
She got it.
I'm like,
We got another one. We got another one.
And everybody be worried about what I say.
Right?
Hey, each interview has been what he
don't
does.
try to level them up.
Nah, I ain't leveling nothing up. No, man. Look, y'all ain't got to worry about
I know
me,
where this
man.
is going.
I'm chilling. Derek out here, wow.
No, I'm all ears. I don't know anything
Right?
about
He
this.
like, I heard this one. You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
Say more. How much?
Oh, you know, it's feet pics.
That's hilarious. What happened?
Did you keep
I
it?
said
Did
no.
You? No, okay.
Okay.
You
Said
gotta
no.
go because you never said what
We're
happened.
not going to see any videos.
Like a sync collab or something, or an artist on there?
Bro, I'm lying.
Okay.
Hey,
He checking. He like, hold up.
Hey,
You
you,
didn't talk to me
what
about
kind
money?
of collab was that?
You
Like,
didn't talk to me about money you said no to?
hey, you never know.
my brain started spinning. Like, what would that look
I
like?
didn't see that. I don't remember hearing that in the meeting. We said no to money? What, how much? What we talking about?
It's like, bro, break
Are we creating a new Spotify?
Oh, that's wild. That's wild. Any other ones that are like within our space that would have been legit, but you saw something? It could have been bad timing. It could have been you felt like, man, you wouldn't be equally yoked, you know. Because what I'm looking for is
There's a collab that didn't happen that I know we wanted to do. We wanted him and Thizzle to do a project together. That'd have been dope.
That would have been really
Yeah,
dope.
there's been intention there, but
Yes.
it never happened.
is that because Thiz kind of retired, so to speak?
He's chilling now, but I think the idea was right before COVID, and then COVID
Okay.
kind of knocked a lot of people off their.
Got it.
Yeah,
off
I
their
was going to
pivot.
produce it.
Okay.
Because I was on this run where I had produced props, nothing but a word.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, honestly, like I said, I've said this a couple of times. Vigilante was supposed to be the last album, kind of for me.
Really?
In my heart,
Hmm.
I don't think I told Doc this or anybody else this, but in my heart, that's probably why I worked on it so hard. Because
Mm.
in my mind, I was just gonna ride it and be like, all right, I'll drop a single or
A
two
magnum
after
opus,
this.
man.
Like this is my magnum opus.
Magnum opus, yeah.
And it wound up just being that I just needed a lot more self development and to learn a lot. So,
Did you know that he's gonna ride you out the pasture with him?
You know what? I'm gonna be
nah,
honest.
for Canon, for me, I was like, okay, this
going
what
out
we'll
with
do. We'll
I was out there
we'll
waiting.
lift Canon up, give him a good little, you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying,
yeah.
rocket ship to do his
Got
thing.
you.
And then I'm just gonna kind of just phase more back into executive mode.
I got you.
Like not necessarily retire, but just all right, I'm gonna put it in
Boost.
first gear.
Yeah, I got
Put
you.
it in
Fall
first
back.
gear, and if
Yeah.
I feel like doing something afterwards,
Yeah.
it would be that. And what I learned from that's how the Thizzle idea for me was starting to develop. Because I had
Gotcha.
fun producing for Prop. I was like, okay, I'll just produce for different dudes and create. I'll work vicariously through them.
Gotcha. That's dope.
But God always shut it down.
Yeah, never materialized.
It
Yeah.
never materialized.
Never materialized.
There was a couple people. I wanted to do a project for Tadashi.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, bro,
Yeah.
Tadashi, please just let me just
Yeah.
do a 5-song project. Like, yeah, bro, we
That'd
gonna
have been
do it. And so
Any others that you had to say no to? Like this will
I mean,
not work.
For me, I mean, for a good season, I got hit up by a lot of artists outside of the Christian hip hop space that wanted to work, and they're dope, and they got a great platform. But I was thinking through again, like with Vigilante, like what are we building? Like if we were hitting reset, and creating something new, what do I want that new to look like moving forward? And it just, some stuff just didn't line up, you know. And I think sometimes we think within the Christian hip hop space, if I go outside of the genre, I'll blow up, you know, or these people care just as much about what I care about. So, you know, the numbers is going to talk. And it's like, no, you know, like rock with your people.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They love you. They love you for the music you've put out, for who you've been as a brand. And so I wanted to take more control over, all right, man, how do I want people to see me? Is he just that artist that's dope on any song, secular, Christian, whatever? Or is he an artist that says, this is where I plant my flag, regardless of offers that I get or where I go? Because we get sync opportunities, but they might be cool with you saying certain stuff or doing certain stuff. But at the same time, it's like, man, I want to make sure that I'm putting boundaries around where my craft may go.
Right.
Because God got me here.
Yeah, that's good.
Let me keep that in mind when I move any direction, however I move. So
That's good.